So we touched on arrays last week, and let's go ahead, mess with them a little bit, and see how we can actually loop through arrays and retrieve the different values. So we're going to create a variable. Let's just call it cars, and it will contain an array of different cars. All right, I think that's good enough. And just to refresh your memory on this, think about how we would actually retrieve and display bends. Think if you can display that in the console right now. Pause the video, give that a try. Try to display bends in the console. All right, so we're going to do console.log. We'll do cars 1, right? Because Fiat's index value is 0. Benz, its index value is 1. Honda's 2. Toyota's 3. So I'll save it. I'll go back in here. I'll refresh, and there we see Benz right there. So if we come back in here, let's just delete this console for now. And I want to loop through the array. That's typically what a for loop is used for, is to loop through an array. So let's just create a for loop really quickly. I is less than cars.length. Now this cars.length actually measures the length of this array. So we can test that out real quick. We can do console.log cars.length. Save it. Let's go back, refresh. Whoop, unexpected token. Oh, I think it doesn't like how we ended the loop. Save it. Go back, refresh. Doesn't like how we ended this. I++. Let's see if that's it. That's it. All right, perfect. So cars.length is 4. All right, so it's actually cycling through and counting how many different items we have in this array. All right, so that's really important. So I is less than cars.length, or in this case, 4. But remember, I starts at 0. So it counts 0, 1, 2, 3, which is technically all the cars, and then stops at 4. All right, so let's just pull this back. Come in here, and now we want to display all of these different cars. Well, let's test some stuff out. We could do console.log I. Let's clear this. We'll refresh. It goes 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, perfect. Come back here, and we'll do cars I. Save it. Refresh, and then we see Fiat, Benz, Honda, Toyota. So it's actually going through the array and listing all of the cars out. So we could actually take this a step further and say if cars I equals Benz console.log you're driving a sweet, and then we'll just say cars I. So let's test that out. Clear it out. Refresh. Whoop, missing an argument. Missing the plus sign. All right, do not forget that. Missing the plus sign. Let's go back. Refresh. There we go. You're driving a sweet Benz. So that's how you can use an if statement inside of a for loop. You can do if statements inside of if statements, for loops inside of for loops. You can just keep going and going and just keep putting them inside of each other. That's totally fine and really expected in a program. So go ahead, mess around with this, create your own variables, try using an if statement inside of the for loop, see what else you can do with it.